Pressure is mounting on Joe Biden to quit his re-election bid as soon as this week after the US president's poor debate performance against Donald Trump. It's 5 days since he repeatedly stumbled against the presumptive Republican nominee in Atlanta, and now some senior Democrats are openly calling for the 81-year-old to step aside. Texas Representative Lloyd Doggett is the party's first sitting member of Congress to publicly push for Joe Biden to bow out.
I salute President Biden. I just feel that it's time for him to step aside if we were to be able to protect what he allowed us to gain in 2020, which was a victory for democracy. But he delivered us from Trump then. He could be delivering us to Trump this year if we have more of what happened last Thursday.
Now, the former House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, is continuing to back Joe Biden for another term, but she acknowledges there are concerns.
He has a vision, he has knowledge, he has judgment, he has a strategic thinking and the rest. He has a bad night. Now, again, I think it's a legitimate question to say, is this an episode or is this a condition? And so when people ask that question, it's completely legitimate of both candidates.
The Biden campaign has been trying to reassure donors, voters and other supporters nervous about the president's health. Fresh polling shows the debate failed to overcome doubts about his ability to lead and win November's ballot. It's now 4 months until the election, and some Democrats are weighing up whether they could challenge Joe Biden at next month's party convention when the presidential candidate is officially chosen.
There's a loophole for delegates who are already pledged to Biden, where they don't necessarily have to legally support Biden for the nomination. That's because Democrats have a clause in their rules that allows Democrats to follow their conscience at the convention when they're choosing who to support. Even if Biden were to release his delegates, who would those delegates even vote for? There isn't a clear, agreed-upon alternative to Biden as the nominee.
Now Joe Biden is digging in. The president is planning a meeting with Democratic governors to shore up party support later today. He's also set to take part in a sit-down interview with US network ABC to air on Friday. The White House says it's time to move on.
It was a bad night. We understand that it was a bad night. And the president has spoken to this. And he understands that. And so I cannot speak to anything beyond what I just shared. The president has regular annual physicals that we release in a thorough report. We're going to continue to do that.